Today's lesson is focusing on making and analyzing bar graphs. So I'm going to show you how to make a bar graph with the first 3 pages, and then the last 3 pages will be the video part where you will need to have your math packet with you. Let's begin. So to make a bar graph, you have to have data. So I asked a bunch of friends and family what their thoughts were about snow activities in the winter. The choices were sledding, ice skating, skiing, and snowboarding. And I chose, personally, I like sledding, so I chose that one. And to show anything for people voting, you just color in the box. Now, I'm coloring it in with my mouse. It's not going to be very pretty. When you color it in with your pencil, you can make it really pretty. Okay? But I was the only one that chose sledding. My dad grew up in Michigan, and he and my brothers all love ice skating. So we're going to color in 4 for them. Again, not super pretty because I'm doing it with my mouse. When you do it with your pencil, it's a lot easier to have control and make it look nice. So I colored in 4. You can count the boxes 1, 2, 3, 4 for them, but I kind of got messy, so I'm going to fix it a little bit. Clean it up some. It's not perfect, but it's close. So 3 of my brothers and my dad love ice skating. I have one brother who likes skiing. He's not very good at it though, but it's fun to watch him. And I have one great uncle who's super really good at it. That's their favorite thing to do. He lives in Colorado and he's really, really good at it. And every time I go visit him, he asks me, "So, are we going to go snow skiing this time?" And I always tell him no. I'm not graceful enough for it, guys. All right, and then snowboarding is the last one. And guess what? Nobody in my family actually likes snowboarding. So how many people in my family did I poll all together? Well, I can count the boxes to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I polled 7 people. Then I can ask myself questions. In my family, notice right here it says class, but I'm not at school, so I had to ask my family members. In my family, so I'm going to just cross that out. In my family, which one was liked the best? Ice skating. Ice skating. Okay. So now let's look at the next page. It has bar graphs already colored in for you, and then you just have to answer questions. And it uses tally charts to help you look at the data too. So you have tally charts with the totals, and then you have to color in the bar graph on your own. Well, you're not looking at this page, so I'm just going to do it really quick for you. It says use a tally chart to make the bar graph. How many people like blueberry muffins? 4. Four people like blueberry muffins. Ooh, too thick. I'm going to go down just a little bit. There we go. How many people like strawberry muffins? Only 2. How many people like lemon muffins? Only 1. And how many people like cherry muffins? Looks like 5. I've never even heard of a cherry muffin. So I just colored in the bar graph and I used my mouse. So again, it's not very clear or pretty, but I can use my eraser to make it look a little bit neater. Like that. But you can see I only colored in 2 boxes for strawberry because only 2 people liked it in this data. Then it has more ways to practice. So the first 2 pages of charts that I showed you where I colored in information, these were called horizontal bar graphs. Now I'm going to show you a vertical bar graph. So we're going to look at number 3 together. And it says how many people were left-handed. 4 people. So now instead of coloring out to the side 4, I'm going to color up to the 4 instead. And color all of that space in. Again, I'm using my mouse, so not super pretty, but it's okay. And then how many people were right-handed? 6. I'm going to change the color just so you can see the difference a little bit better. So in bar graphs, you typically use different colors or different ways to color it in. Like if I color one horizontal, I'll color the other one vertical. So when you look at a bar graph, it's really easy to tell who had the most. Right-handed had the most. All right, now we're going to go ahead, skip to the homework page. On the back side of that homework page. Now, again, this is just the practice. When you get to your math packet, it will be a little bit different. It has some questions to help me fill in this bar graph. So I need to get my pen ready. I'm going to use purple this time. 15 people voted on their favorite field trip. 2 voted for the symphony. So I'm going to go to the symphony and just go ahead and color in 2 right now. Ooh, my marker isn't very thick. I want to make it a little bit thicker, I think. 5 voted for the zoo. So I can, there we go. Oh, that's much better. And the same number voted for the museum and the aquarium. Now, I don't know how many people voted for the museum or the aquarium, but I do know 15 people voted altogether. And right now I have 5, 6, 7 people who voted. So if I do 15 minus 7, I know that is 8. And what is a doubles fact for 8? 4 plus what? Doubles fact, 4. So then I can color in the rest of my bar graph. So 4 voted for the museum and 4 voted for the aquarium. Okay, so which field trip had the most votes? Still the zoo. Which field trip had the least votes? Looks like it was the symphony. Okay, now we are ready to look at your page. So your math packet is 555, 575, no, 557, not 575, and 559. Those are your 3 pages that you should have in your math packet. So let's look at this part. It's analyzing the bar graph, so we're going to have to color it in and then answer the questions. Here we go. I'm going to use this color this time. It's a nice little blue. Okay. It wants us to poll people in our class. We don't have time to poll people in our class. So I'm going to give you the data, and you are going to write it down and color in your bar graph. So for a healthy dinner, which option is the best? A healthy dinner: chicken and broccoli, pizza, spaghetti, milk and cookies. We're still only going to have 10 people altogether that are going to pick. One person said it was milk and cookies. They did not participate in our Being Healthy PBL unit. 2 people said it was spaghetti. Nobody said pizza. And 7 people said chicken and broccoli.